Just wanted to put a video out there in case anybody else is having the same kind of problem that I am having with a dimmer switch. I recently put some LED lights in the ceiling here, so I got to take my old light out, and right there we took down a ceiling fan. Anyways, these are dimmable LEDs. They on the package it says pulls 13.5 watts. But I have my amp meter hooked up, and right now I have an old style light wired in. I'll show you why. Because of the issues I've been having with this dimmer switch. And I believe it's because, go ahead and turn this light off here. I believe it's because that the LEDs are not pulling enough watts or current through this dimmer switch. So with the LEDs, we're pulling 0.64 amps at pretty close to 120 volts. If my calculations are right, these are actually pulling less than 13.5 watts. They're pulling about 11 watts a light. So there's 7 of them in here. So that's 7 times 11, 77 watts. And this is the issue I'm having. Let me show you. So when I go ahead and dim the lights, this dimmer dims. By holding it down, I get this really bad flash. I mean, it's just flashing and drive anybody crazy. Even the lower I go, it stays the same, and I mean, it starts doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So okay, so you see what it did, but watch this. 0.70 amps. Turn this light back on. Now we're pulling, well, close to 1 amp now. Things must have heated up in the switch a little bit. And by the way, I did burn out a switch earlier that it did work fine, but for some reason something burned up in the switch. So now let me go ahead and dim it here, and it dims beautifully. No flickering, nothing. All because I have a larger load on this dimmer switch. So if any of you are having issues with that, you could try this, I suppose, but really it's not going to help me out because I don't need a lamp on my dimmer. So I might have to add more lights or get some higher wattage lights or something. Or this is a smart switch, so it works with the Echo Dot and my smart home controller. This is it right here. It's a GE. It's probably a very good dimmer if you have enough wattage on it. It's a $40 dimmer. I did go to the hardware and pick up like a $7 dimmer, one that you just push for on and off, and you turn the knob to brighten or dim. Just real simple, real cheap, and this one works really nice too, without any issues. Actually, I don't have to have the extra light hooked up. This dimmer here will control my LEDs without any issues. So not necessary really to go with a more expensive dimmer. So if you're looking for a more expensive dimmer just because, maybe not. Maybe you don't have to. But thought I would just throw this out there in case anybody was having issues with their LED lights flashing on a dimmer switch.